Welcome back to Astrology Experts YouTube. In this channel, we hope to bring you clarity and be the bridge to the answers you're seeking from the universe. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do so. Come join our growing family as we evolve our spirituality while on this human experience. Together, we share the same love for astrology, numerology, angel numbers, and zodiacs. For today's video, you'll be learning about Zodiac Compatibility, so get your coffee or tea ready and sit with us till the end of this video. Virgo and Capricorn Compatibility. Capricorn respects Virgo's lack of respect for sweeping generalities. Virgos are highly analytical, intelligent, and discriminating. Their attention to detail makes Capricorn feel safe and cared for. Every single Capricorn, regardless of other influences in their chart, projects an air of detachment. Because Saturn has presented them with many hardships and challenges in life, they have no choice but to become strong at an early age. As a cardinal earth sign, Capricorn doesn't stop to wallow or even analyze obstacles as they arise. They simply step over them and continue on a singular path toward their all-important goals, emotions, and values. Virgos are similarly attached to their goals, which they probably charted on a linear path the first year they learned to write. They admire Capricorn's singular focus on the big picture and the ease with which they seem to ultimately disregard obstacles. Goats have the patience to wait out struggles and silently manifest their desires, even in the face of severe hardship. Virgos are also patient and persevering, but are often hampered by details. That's usually okay. Capricorn is a cardinal leadership sign. Most determined goats are adept at taking control when Virgo lets go of the reins. After all, their goals are usually aligned. So, a Cap who loves a Virgo will benefit from helping him achieve his goals. Compatibility rating 9 out of 10. Friendships. Capricorns and Virgo care a great deal about how they're perceived by society and by the people whom they socialize. They're polite, eloquent communicators. They have the kind of refined manners that seem to have gone extinct in the last several decades. Both of these signs are similarly introverted. Even when they're outgoing, they're emotionally reserved. That is, unless there is a strong fire or possibly water influence in their charts. Over time, they get to know each other better and share their vulnerabilities. Neither Capricorn or Virgo are all that keen to divulge their deepest secrets at first sight. But after a while, they realize that there is no one safer to trust with their true selves. Virgo thinks, "This man or woman has such polite manners, so I think he's a genuinely nice person. Such is as cautious as I am, so she must have a healthy respect for human connections. This is someone I can trust with, who I really am, eventually." Capricorn thinks, "This man or woman always helps me come up with practical solutions to my problems. He's so kind and caring, making my life easier in little ways. Like the time I spilled a Coke in my car. He took the time to car wash the very next day and even brought me car seats for good measure." Their friendship is indeed a devoted one, and they add peace to each other's lives. When Virgo obsesses over details, Capricorn has a way of pulling him into her quiet, peaceful center. When Capricorn falls into scary low moods, Virgo is dependable and attentive to whatever she needs in the moment. Compatibility rating 10 out of 10. Relationships. Capricorn has an emotional inner core, so it's easy for her to see that Virgo also possesses an innate sensitivity. Many Caps feel fiercely protective over the virgin friends, lovers, or family members. Virgos are frequently accused of being coldly detached, purely cerebral beings. But Capricorn knows that beneath all of that detachment is an earthy, loving nature and a peaceful stillness at the heart of their souls. This, in turn, soothes Capricorn's anxiety about the future. Undoubtedly, one of their favorite lines of poetry Charles Bukowski refers to a bluebird in my heart who wants to get out, but I'm too tough for you. He continues, "I say, stay in here. I'm not going to let anybody see you." It's likely that Virgo and Capricorn have read these verses as their intellect is cultured. Also, they live somewhat in the past, and literature deeply moves them. But even if they don't know this poem, reading it for the first time would surely stir deep yearnings in their soul. It may also spark a desire to come home to themselves and reconnect to their intrinsic natures through love. The trouble is that neither of them know quite how to do this. They usually live at a certain distance from their emotions. They know that true love is a risk of the heart, one they feel unprepared to take for many years. They may fool themselves into thinking that they don't love each other, they simply enjoy each other's company and greatly admire one another, but they never want to part. So over time, their love and trust solidifies into real intimacy. For Capricorn, a bond like this is etched in stone. For Virgo, a mutable sign, there are other temptations out there, but none worth risking Capricorn's total love and devotion. Compatibility rating 9 out of 10. Marriage. Virgo maintains a certain emotional stability even in the face of her intense worries. Capricorn falls into periods of gloom and stagnation. Think Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven and nothing more cheerful. Virgos remain a steadfast support system to the ghosts they love. One of the reasons this marriage can be so strong and smooth is that they're both able to be there for others during hard times of their own. They each have the ability to come out of the self to be present for those who they care about. For each of them, this pattern may have previously resulted in one-sided relationships. The kind in which Virgo and Capricorn repressed his or her own emotional needs in order to serve needy partners or friends. This is not so with each other. They see themselves all too clearly in each other's eyes. Virgo knows the Capricorn secret, that in reality, they're still sea ghosts with their whimsical tails submerged in water. In turn, Capricorn sees through Virgo's cool veneer to his conflicted emotions. Virgo often divorces the mind from the heart and relates to the world in a purely logical way, usually hiding his heart so that it won't be trampled upon. Their understanding of each other often results in the kind of complete empathy that is a rarity in today's autonomous world. They're strong enough to know they would survive without each other. However, to do so would break their hearts so deeply that they may not fully recover. That thought alone is scary enough for them to want to fix things before they're broken. Fortunately, they can tap into their pragmatism to find early solutions for any problems that arise. Compatibility rating 9 out of 10. Communication. Virgo and Capricorn have a unique ability to discuss matters calmly and objectively, even when they are burning with pain or fury inside. They're masters of self-control, which can serve or hurt them in life and love. Both of these lovers value honesty and integrity, yet they have more difficulty expressing feelings than thoughts. However, when one makes the brave first move to open up, the other follows suit. Influenced by negative feminine night forces, they both know that the more one opens up, the more deeply their heart can crack if they should part. But they also provide each other a safe space to share themselves authentically, something they both need more desperately than they would ever convey. Compatibility rating 9 out of 10. Sex and intimacy. Because they tend to be emotionally reserved, it takes a long time before their low burning flame is stoked into an uncontrollable fire. A complete opening up in bed is difficult for them, but again, they give each other a safe space to explore their emotions, sensuality, and the kinkier longings that they both have. Over time, their intimacy builds and they begin to experiment with a multitude of sexual scenarios. They both tend to discipline themselves harshly and may experiment with punishment and release through sexual play. Other times, their experience will be a quiet, tantric merging of souls. Because they are not given to extensive verbal expressions of love, their sensuality is a strong outlet for their emotions. Compatibility rating 8 out of 10. Virgo and Capricorn compatibility pros. Their values and goals are often aligned, so their relationship usually runs smoothly. They're so similar that Virgo sees herself in Capricorn and vice versa. They see through the emotional core of the other and are determined to protect it from the exploitation it has survived before. Ghosts and virgins are strong enough to come out of themselves to be there for others, even when they themselves are experiencing a hardship. Virgo-Capricorn compatibility cons. Since both partners are emotionally reserved and have difficulty opening up, they may get stuck in a rut from time to time. Still, this can usually be smoothed over by their kindred connection and commonalities. If both of them are too cautious or have earthy moons or ascendants, they may not take risks to keep life interesting and exciting. If their moons or ascendants are not harmonious, they may become bored or easily frustrated with each other. It's always possible that both of them may need a more fiery influence to open them up emotionally. Summary of Virgo and Capricorn. Virgos and Capricorns have so much in common that they feel an instant kindred connection. This is often love at first sight on an intellectual level, that is, before they even know each other's hearts, but are excited by each other's intellect. This is not an uncommon occurrence with earth or air signs. Because their basic natures are so similar, they usually know how to tend to one another's unspoken needs. They have a rather remarkable ability to stay calm and logical in the face of intense emotions, so problem solving is rarely an issue for them when they're at similar levels of maturity. Neither of them believe in luck except for the kind when they make their own luck. They have the patience and determination to put in the work for as long as it takes to reach the pinnacle of their success. When they make emotional fulfillment and enjoyment their first priority, they're likely to have both joy and success, the perfect combination. Overall compatibility rating, 9 out of 10. Thank you so much for riding with us till the end. If you've liked that, please give this video a thumbs up. And again, don't be shy. Click that subscribe and be a part of Astrology Experts community. Like most of us in Astrology Expert who love reading, you can come visit our website. You can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. See you on the next video!